Kaleidoscope, a weekly public affairs program brought to you in partnership with the Urban League of Greater Cleveland, Kaleidoscope Magazine, and News Channel 5.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the broadcast today. The National Association of Real Estate Brokers hosts its national convention here in Cleveland this week. President Julius Cartwright will talk about some of the issues, including the foreclosure crisis that will be covered over the course of this event. Then we will hear from the Cleveland Division of Recreation Assistant Commissioner Samuel Gisson-Tanner and Kate Teichman about cultural exchange. They'll tell us about the Read Baby Read Book Club. And later in the broadcast after that, the director of the Urban League Small Business Development Center, Donna Dabbs, and Tri-C's Business Services Advisor, Kirby Freeman, will share information about the Goldman Sachs 10,000 Small Businesses Program. Good morning again. I'm Leon Bibb. This is Kaleidoscope, and so we begin with Julius Cartwright, President of the National Association of Real Estate Brokers. Good to see you, Julius.
Good to see you too, Leon.
Things are going well with the National Association of Real Estate Brokers, I would expect.
Excellent.
Well, good deal, good deal. What's the overall mission of this organization?
The overall mission of the organization is democracy in housing. It was formulated in 1947. That's our focus.
And what do you mean by democracy in housing?
Making sure that there's equality for all that have access to home ownership.
Making sure everybody gets a piece of that American pie.
That's correct.
Okay. So you're hosting a big conference here in Cleveland in August, going to run August 3rd through the 9th. What are some of the topics that are going to be covered as you got people from all over the United States coming into Cleveland?
Yeah, it's going to be a fabulous conference. We're very excited about it, and the fact that we haven't had the conference here since 1978. This is our 65th anniversary year, so it's very critical. But the topics will basically consume of small business, focusing on REO training, sales training, and sharpening skills in property management, housing counseling, as well as development.
Let's talk a little bit about this housing crisis. I mean, the foreclosure crisis. Are we seeing light at the end of the tunnel? Are things getting better?
It's a very good question. In terms of sales and property values, we've had 4 quarters of progression in Ohio, and so we're seeing values come back, but there's still discussion of this whole issue about shadow inventory, which is product that is scheduled for foreclosure or delinquencies that have not hit the market. So there's really an unknown here.
So we're kind of waiting for the other shoe to fall, if there is another shoe to fall.
Yes, but a lot of experts suggest that we have hit the bottom, but we're seeing a lot of growth in other parts of the country. It looks like there are areas of recovery taking place, but we still have a ways to go in Cleveland.
This is your 65 years for the National Convention. You were telling me before we started the broadcast that Cleveland, this is the second time Cleveland will play host to the national group. What do you want the people who come into this convention from all around the country, real estate brokers, what do you want them to take away from Cleveland from this conference?
I want them to really see the rich history that we have in Cleveland, to respect that we have the second largest theater district next to New York in the United States, our cultural parks, and more importantly, our communities. Our communities and neighborhood are really the fabric of Cleveland. And what we've been able to do here, I think, is impressive, and we're looking for a great welcome reception at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Yeah. Is this open to just about anybody who would like to go, if August 3rd through the 9th at the Renaissance Cleveland Hotel?
Absolutely. It is open to just about anybody who would like to attend, but we do have a specific event within the framework of the conference that's going to take place on August 6th at Tri-C Metro, which is our SHEBA event, which stands for the State of Housing in Black America, and it's a real estate issues forum dealing with solution models, and it's focused on foreclosure mitigation, neighborhood blight, and disaster recovery.
I know it's a big question, and I don't know if you can answer it in the time we have left. Generally speaking, what is the state of housing for Black America?
It's not good. Right now, we have about 40% of African Americans that have negative net worth. And depending on whose study you're looking at, Leon, the average net worth of African Americans is between $4,900 and $5,700. So we have to do something about that and close the gap. And we believe as an organization that one of the things we have to do is to first make individuals aware of it. Secondarily, we have to come up with solutions and programs to implement so that we can close this gap on home ownership, because the home ownership rate for African Americans has actually decreased due to this housing crisis.
This foreclosure thing really hit Black America hard. Well, it hit all of America hard, but especially hit Black America hard. It got slapped twice. Everybody else got slapped once.
That is correct.
Is what you seem to be saying. I don't want to put words in your mouth. How do we turn the corner on this? What do we do now? I mean, what do you tell people now who may say, I wanna buy a home? You can't buy a home now with no money down. You could do that 10 years ago in some instances. What do you tell people they need to have ready for them if they're looking for homes?
Well, I think the first thing, Leon, is we got to restore consumer confidence. Most people have retracted to just renting as a safer bet. And some of that is due to the media and all the conversation that's been taking place. So we got to change the dial on the channel, and so that we can move individuals toward the belief system. Secondarily, we need to make sure that they work on the credit counseling, getting themselves prepared for home ownership. We believe everybody should have an opportunity, but we also recognize that everybody's not ready for home ownership. So education is a key ingredient.
You would tell them to start saving their money, getting down. What's down payment? Well, what do home sellers, well, what are they looking for down payment now?
Well, most of the lending institution, the only model that's really left right now that is actively being used is FHA. So you need about 3.5% down.
3.5% of the value of the house or the cost of the house.
That's correct.
So that means you got to put money in an envelope, put money in a bank, put money in the shoebox or wherever you keep it, preferably not a shoebox, you know, I'm just joking when I say that, but put it in the bank. Save that money and start building toward the future.
Absolutely.
It's a step-by-step approach.
Yes.
Well, good to have you on the broadcast. Let me put a phone number, put a website on the screen, by the way. It is nareb.com. You can find more information on everything we've been talking about. NAREB, and Julius Cartwright is the president of the National Association of Real Estate Brokers. Julius Cartwright is a member of the Greater Cleveland area. And good to see you, Julius.
Likewise.
Good to have you on the broadcast.
Thank you.
We wish you well at your program at the Renaissance Cleveland Hotel, August the 3rd through the 9th. That's Friday through Thursday. It's going to be a big event. And tell everybody from all over the country, we're glad to have them in Cleveland.
Thank you, Leon.
Okay, my pleasure.